Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Lisa. I started not to do a live stream. Timothy had to go to the doctor this morning, but he just had to have an x-ray. So he's got to go back tomorrow at 12. But also, I about got sick. I have been queasy. I'm just really, really stressed out about Evelyn's case. I'm stressed out about my goat. I just noticed there's something wrong with her hoofs yesterday. It's got me stressed out, worried about her. Her hooves were fine. They were a little cracked when I first got her because we all know she was starved to death about it. So now I noticed yesterday in her hoofs and what they call the toes, she's got cracks in a hole. Brighter days. Good morning. Hey, great job on your videos. I have no idea who you are, but you put together videos really good. Morgan, Leroy, good morning. Crystal, good morning. Cheryl, Boscal, good morning. It was so good to talk to you on the phone yesterday. You're such a nice lady. Yeah, how do you do that, Brighter Days? How do you create those videos where it's looking like it's a game show? I do got a question. Do I know you? Do I know you on a personal level? Because I feel like I may. It's really none of my business who you are, is it? I'm just a nosy old Southern woman. Oh, my goodness. Let me get to my regular chat. The stupid StreamYards only lets you see the top chat. Get to my channel. So I left Sweet Wheat a message on her channel. If you're hearing this, Sweet Wheat, email me. I want to ask you some questions about goats. Oh, I'm going to reveal myself. That's the whole fun of my channel is the guess who part. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why people are getting so upset about it. I didn't see any bad videos. It's just fun videos, like guess who. Oh my gosh, but I am going to kick your butt for putting me in that one video. My face looked so fat in that video when I had those glasses on. Oh, and I had my old sleep t-shirt on. I'm so embarrassed. No mean videos at all. No, I didn't see any. Oh, well, thank you, Brighter Days. I saw a couple videos are you such and such fan, talking about another creator. I don't even want to say their name. And I'm thinking to myself, it doesn't seem that way to me. It just seems like it's someone that's neutral to all the creators. Oh, man, I didn't watch that one yet. Oh, my God, Jean. It's like her first video, Brighter Days' first video. I'm at the end of it here. I got flamingo glasses on. Hey, Barry Murray. How are you doing? Carolina girl. Hey, it's good to see you. Yeah, I guess we'll find out who it is. At least it's not a channel that's picking apart people's videos and making them look bad and stuff. I don't think it's that big of a deal myself. People's allowed to have fake names on YouTube. You're allowed to. You don't have to use your real name. She don't have to reveal herself if she don't want to. He, she. I saw the one. Yeah, Jimmy falling down the stairs. That had me cracking up. I need to watch videos like that. Y'all, I am stressed out over Evelyn's case, especially over my son. He's sick. Evelyn's case. Hearing my goats got something wrong with their hooves. I'm probably going to have to pay a big bunch of money to get somebody to come here. What do you call it? A fryer to come here and fix their hoofs. Yeah, give us a hint, Brighter Days. Hey, Southern Mom. Be careful driving. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed your channel, Lisa. It's good to have some videos that make you smile and laugh, especially when you're into true crime. You know, I'm just lost right now. Yeah, I don't know what to say about Evelyn's case. I'm just so lost and heartbroken for her. My heart is broken. I am still crying. She just deserves so much more. And, you know, I was a little rough talking on Evelyn's grandfather, Tommy Sr. I shouldn't have been because, you know, he's a victim. He's a victim. I didn't realize how big his property was, how far away she was found on his property. It's a big piece of property, and he's got equipment and stuff. And thanks to Bosgal, she explained all this to me because she's really into this case. You know, he is heartbroken. And he is the one that reported Evelyn missing. I'm sure he's probably beating himself up about it, that he should have done it earlier. But, you know, it's not his fault what Megan has allegedly did to Evelyn. And I do think that Hunter is very, very involved in this case. And he just made himself look bad given that interview he gave that day because he is a liar. And it could be proven that he is a liar. And him and Megan had a serious, serious relationship. She was living at his home, his parents' home, the home that I showed y'all on that Google Maps with the pond behind it. I mean, he took his mother's car, it was in her name, and gave to Angela Boswell. Why would he do that if he wasn't in a serious relationship with Megan? And I'm also hearing that his little chicken shack is shut down. I think someone may have called there, and I can't remember if they said the phone was out of service or they didn't answer. But they got the impression that it was closed for right now. Why would Hunter, yes, Boscal, why would Hunter, hey Remy, why would Hunter lie unless he had something to hide? He's got something to hide. Now, that car did not get reported missing until after that Amber Alert went out. Why? Why did they report it stolen then? If the car was stolen, why not before all this happened? It's just not making sense. And I did believe David Jones, Angela Boswell's father, when he gave that interview to the Bristol Herald Courier, whatever you call it. I believed him. I could just hear it in his voice. Now, it is possible that Angela, Hunter, and Megan had it set up to where they brought the car up and gave it to Angela in front of David. That's a possibility, but I don't think that's what happened. I think Angela was on to them about Evelyn being missing. I mean, she couldn't have been that dumb. Evelyn couldn't have been with her father. He's on active duty. He's at a military base. So I believe she was on to them, suspicious. They gave her that car to shut her up. And the statement that she made to Tommy Sr. about you'll regret this, you know, for reporting Evelyn missing and stuff. I believe she meant that like, you'll regret this because your daughter, you know, going to be in trouble. Our daughter's going to be in trouble now. I mean, she could be more involved. I could be wrong. That's just my theory. What do y'all think? I want to know what y'all think. Karen, hey girl, Ginger Locks, Denise, good to see you, Denise. Got a dog wanting in the door. I try to lock them out. Come on, lady. Oh. Just take your time walking through the door. She had to stretch and everything when I opened up the door. I think the women are lying. Grandma had her suspicions for sure. She had to have. Lady, quit now. Good morning, Germain. And I don't think this, you know, allegedly they are gypsies. I don't think that's not got anything to do with Evelyn's disappearance. Now I know they don't like to call the police and all that. But, when a child's missing, you have to. It don't matter what damn culture you are. This is the United States of America. And Tommy Boswell did report this, So, I mean, I just don't think that culture's got anything to do with Evelyn's death. That's just my opinion. It does, in a way. Yeah, well, I guess we'll have to agree to disagree on that, Remy. I don't think that it does. I understand, okay, so where I'm from, we don't like to call the police either. That's not a thing that we do. But when there's something that happens like this, like a child disappearing, that's when, you do contact the police. But people in my area, we don't like to call the police either over matters. But when it's something serious, yes, we have to, of course. Of course. Exactly, Denise. See, that's the way I feel about it, Denise. And I know Bosco and a few more people feel about it. Same way. Cheryl, my goodness, what a strange world we live in. Another case I've been following. I read and was arrested. What in the world's going on? What case is it, Cheryl? Do y'all remember? I did a few videos on it. It was a little missing girl from, I believe it was Florida, Taylor Rose Williams. She's her mom was in the military. Her mom reported her missing. Now they found her body, Taylor's body, and of course her mom was arrested. But they released some court documents, and she had been torturing this girl. They even said she probably caged her. Let me think what her mom's name is. Brianna. Her mom's name is Brianna. And see, what she did is she killed that little Taylor. And then she moved to another apartment. But at the old apartment, I reckon it was just awful. They found feces everywhere, trash everywhere. She starved this kid. She kept her in a cage and everything. Yes, she caged her up. Let me see if I can find this. This broke my heart. This is a beautiful little girl. I know it was in People True Crime. That's my go-to place. But you know what? I've been noticing People True Crime has been making a lot of mistakes with their facts, especially about Evelyn's case. But I know accidents happen. We're not perfect. We're humans. Let me find this. Oh, yeah. Robert Durst's murder trial is happening. I think they gave opening statements yesterday. Oh, Lord, it doesn't want to load. Let me try this again. I don't know what the deal is with this screen share for me, but it does not want to work right. I never had problems loading anything till I use StreamYards. Okay. I'm going to screen share. This case broke my heart too. Evelyn's case has just affected me more, I think, because it's so close to where I live. And I don't know. I feel like Evelyn is a part of my family. I mean, it really broke my heart. I'll never forget that morning when I learned that Evelyn had passed away. I woke up on the couch, hadn't even got up yet, flipped on the TV on my local news, and it was on. And I just automatically started crying. So here is the little girl, Taylor Rose Williams. I love that name, Taylor. So cute. Okay, she was 5 years old. It says investigators reportedly believe the mother of 5-year-old Florida girl may have tortured and abused her in the weeks and months leading up to her death. Let me just get it back up on her picture. I just really want y'all to see her picture, and I will find this article on my phone because I'm not going to fight with it about scrolling this morning. I think I'm going to keep doing YouTube. I'm going to have to get me a laptop. It's me an excuse to buy a laptop. I need it for YouTube. Okay. Okay, so she allegedly tortured and abused her in the weeks and months leading up to her disappearance last year. On November 6th, Brianna Williams called the police to report her daughter Taylor missing. 1 week later, Taylor's body was found in a wooded area of Alabama. Williams was initially charged with lying to police and 2 counts of child neglect. However, she now faces additional charges, including aggravated child abuse, which focuses on the statutory element of willfully tortures, maliciously punishes, or willfully and unlawfully cages a child, and tampering with evidence, according to court documents. In newly released documents, I do have those documents, by the way. Investigators allege Taylor may have been tortured before her death. Now, Brianna Williams, she was a petty officer with the U.S. Navy assigned to the Tactical Operations Center at Naval Air Station Jacksonville. And she's originally from Alabama. In the days before she reported her daughter missing, Williams allegedly made 3 trips to and from Linden, Alabama, where Taylor's body was eventually found, before returning to Jacksonville, Florida on November 3rd. Hours later, she reportedly posted an ad on Craigslist, searching for help with moving to a new apartment. 3 days later, she reported her daughter missing from her new home. According to the search for Taylor, employees at her daycare told investigators they had not seen the child since April. When authorities searched Williams' old apartment, according to documents cited by News4Jax, they found 6 locations of possible bloodstains, soiled children's clothes, fecal matter, and the scent of decay. Investigators also noted the same scent in the trunk of Williams' Honda Accord. Investigators also recovered dead maggots, fecal matter, soiled clothes, and a variety of sex toys from the vehicle. She's a sick bitch. While the trunk was empty, a cadaver dog picked up the scent of decomposition in both the trunk and the driver's seat area, and a lining inside the trunk appeared to smell of cleaning fluid. Investigators believe Taylor died before her mother moved into the new apartment on November 3rd. According to the documents, they believe Williams may have tortured her daughter or kept her caged between the last time Taylor was seen alive in April till her death in November. It is unclear when and where Taylor died. Investigators hope a search warrant of her mother's iCloud account will help pinpoint her final days through videos, photos, and text messages. Excuse me. Williams stopped cooperating with police after they questioned the alleged holes in her story. She had told police she was taking Taylor to her grandparents' home in Alabama in the first week of November, but her family said they did not see Williams or Taylor then. Brianna Williams has not been charged in her daughter's death. She has pleaded not guilty to lying to police and child neglect. Well, I'm confused. They say that there's evidence that she did all this, but she has not been charged. Let me read this again. Williams has not been charged in her daughter's death. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I thought I read that wrong for a second. Like what? Why? Maybe they're waiting to get the evidence from the iCloud back. Will, hey, good morning. Yes, it did make the news, and I did do several videos on it, Tremaine. It should have gotten more coverage than it did. Oh my gosh, I got a super chat. Very married to help with the animals. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. And it will go towards Annabelle and Sunny and the gang. I've got to get someone that shoes horses up here, take care of her hooves, a fryer. Wasn't Patrick Frazee that? Didn't he fix like shoe horses and stuff? Don't they call that a fryer? Fry or something. Anybody watching that's not subscribed to 411 now, check out his channel. He does excellent true crime. And Denise Rainey, she does really good true crime too. She knows this Vallow case in and out, everything about it. So does Will. And Will, I apologize. I send you so much about that case, but I just see stuff and I just share it in the email. Sometimes I'm like, he's probably seen this, but I'm going to send it anyways. Because I know you stay busy and, I'm always on Google and looking at stuff. So when I come across stuff, I just send it your way. Well, Morgan, I couldn't see that super chat at first because on my screen, I'm not looking at my StreamYard's chat. I'm looking at Taylor's picture. Y'all know if I miss you in the chat or miss a super chat, I don't mean to. At least I had to take a break every 10 minutes. What made you sick? Germain, you hitting on Chrissy again? Oh, Germain's a sweetheart. Oh, yeah, there's something else interesting I wanted to tell y'all. So, y'all know Fotis Dulos' attorney, Norm Pattis, right? Well, Norm Pattis also has another client named Alex Jones. He's a conspiracy theorist. Well, he has got himself in trouble. I think he wrote a book about the Sandy Hook shooting. I think he tried to say that didn't really happen. He's ignorant. He's ignorant, of course. But I saw in People magazine that he was arrested for drinking and driving. I wonder if Norm Pattis is going to try to get him out of that trouble. Bosgal, you will really like Will. I can tell you. You really will. He's got a great channel. Yeah, he called Sandy Hook a hoax. Yes. Yes, he got busted for DUI, Denise. Let me see if I can find that real quick. He's a weird looking character. Oh my gosh, I hope I just didn't block anybody. If I did, I'm sorry. I don't think I did, but I accidentally hit something. It's kind of a heavyset guy. I didn't expect him to look like that. I didn't even know who Alex Jones was until Fotis Dulos got Norm Pattis for an attorney. And someone told me about Alex. Okay, conspiracy theorist Alex Jones jailed after Texas arrest while driving intoxicated. Let me see. The InfoWars founder and conservative podcast host alleged that his blood alcohol level was below the legal limit. Well, let me tell you something, buddy. If it was below the legal limit, you wouldn't have went to jail for a DUI, would you? People kill me. I got to mute. I got to cough really bad. Okay. Okay, conspiracy theorist Alex Jones, whose views led Facebook and Instagram to ban him as a dangerous individual, was arrested early Tuesday on a charge of driving while intoxicated. The arrest of the Austin-based Jones, age 46, led him to be booked into the Travis County Jail at 12:37 a.m. He was released a few hours later after posting bail. His bail was $3,000, so he probably just had to pay what, $300 to get out, plus probably bond fee. When social media platforms banned Jones last year, it came after he suggested for years that the 2012 mass shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary in Newtown, Connecticut, in which 20 children and 6 adults were killed, was staged by the government using crisis actors in order to take guns away from citizens. You know what? That is such hogwash. That is such hogwash. Anybody that believes that that shooting didn't happen is nuts. No offense. No offense to anybody, but I think that's crazy. There was a woman that just gave an interview a while back that lost her child in that shooting. Now, this is the type of people that Norm Pattis likes to represent. People like Alex Jones. I mean, can you imagine how the victims' family members feel about this guy writing a book and getting on social media and claiming that this was a hoax? You know, their loved one really didn't die. Can you imagine how they feel? Norm Pattis is ignorant. He represents ignorant people. I don't know how that man got a law degree. Damn, if he can get one, I can get one. Jesus. Hey, yeah, Denise, you and Will should do a collab on the Bellows case. Y'all are both good at speaking about true crime. I'm not that good at talking about it. I get my words all mixed up, but, you know, I always say I just add a little common sense to the case, give my opinion, a little common sense. Morgan, I was going to say that. I need to go to whatever law school he went to. Yeah, Boscow's dog is cute, isn't it, Chrissy? Well, Karen, I don't think I'm smart enough to get a law degree. Yes, I'm sorry, KTJ. Yes, when I say Will, I am referring to 411 now. That is his name. I think it's actually William, but I call him Will. Good night, Joshy. I didn't even see Mel Mel in here. Well, we need to make that live stream happen. Now, you're the one that is the busiest, so you let me know whenever you're available, and I'll make sure I'm there. Oh, yeah, I was going to tell you something else. For all you ladies that like to get plastic surgery and all this, beware, because there was just a plastic surgeon arrested, and you know what he was doing to his patients? Raping them while they were unconscious. Let me find it. Go back here. He is a creep too. I'll show y'all his picture. Get back up here. So many articles. Oh, I see a Tennessee man shot and killed over a parking spot outside of Atlanta Mall. What in the hell is wrong with people? Okay. I want to show y'all his picture, so I'm going to pull it up. This plastic surgeon. Probably won't pronounce his name right, but you know what? These people that do these horrible crimes, they don't deserve their names pronounced correctly. Okay, let it load up here. Let's give it a second to load. Hear my rooster. Okay, right here it is. He's from Ohio, too. Okay, load up. Okay, let me go to screen share. They want to make it where you don't have to push so much stuff to screen share. Goodness gracious. Can't stand the screen share stuff. It never wants to do right. See, you scroll, it scrolls too far. Okay. It's probably as good as I'm going to get it right here. So his name is Dr. Manish Raj Gupta. And an Ohio plastic surgeon has allegedly been charged, has been using sedatives obtained through his practice to drug and rape multiple women secretly on camera for a number of years, according to federal authorities who have been investigating him. Dr. Manish Gupta, 49, was arrested and charged on Friday for illegally dispensing controlled substances, aggravated sexual abuse, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. The Cleveland Division of the Federal Bureau of Investigation said in a press release. Gupta was taken into custody after federal authorities and agents from the Drug Enforcement Agency, the Ohio Pharmacy Board, and the Ohio Medical Board conducted an investigation at his two artisan cosmetics and reconstructive surgery offices in Toledo and Oregon, Ohio, and his home in Sylvania, Ohio. I think I said that right. Okay, so during the search, police say they found electronic storage devices containing recordings of Dr. Gupta allegedly performing sexual acts on unconscious women in various hotel rooms across the United States. Oh, well, I thought he was doing it in his office, so there was some. Sorry about that. I was wrong. Authorities also said they found recordings taken from small cameras positioned around the room during the sex acts, as well as footage showing Gupta's face in a medical bag that he had employees shipped to hotels he would stay at for medical conferences outside of Ohio. Oh gosh, this makes me sick. So investigators began looking into Dr. Gupta in January 2019 after a woman who worked as a high-end escort claimed that the plastic surgeon had improperly drugged and then performed sex acts on her in September 2016, according to a criminal complaint filed in the U.S. District Court for Northern Ohio. The woman identified as KB had arranged to meet Dr. Gupta at a hotel in Los Angeles while he was in town for a medical convention. At one point in the evening, KB took a sip of Prosco, I don't know what that is, from a glass poured by the doctor and fell into unconsciousness, the affidavit obtained by People said. After leaving the hotel in the morning, KB took an at-home drug test and that showed she had a tranquilizer in her system, according to the court document. She then went to a treatment center for a rape test, but did not report the incident. Following her encounter with Gupta, investigators said KB visited two websites used by women who date online to report men who are dangerous, where she found complaints dating from March 2013 through September 2016 that identified Dr. G as a plastic surgeon from Toledo, Ohio, as very dangerous. Wow. You know, when doctors and police officers, people of authority do things like this, I think it's so much worse. Of course, anybody doing something like this, it's horrible, horrible. But you know what I mean? Someone in a position of authority. He looks like a freak. Let me get out of this for a second. Oh, did you have a minor surgery, Chrissy? I've had over 60 surgeries. Bless your heart. Hey, Karen, I had a doctor try to take advantage of me. And I'm going to tell you what, I quit going to him. That's when I quit taking all my medicine for my mental health and stuff. But he tried to kiss me. It made me so mad. But when I said no, he did stop. This little short guy, Dr. Kenwell was his name. He got in trouble for writing pills to women. But it made me so mad because I was so upset, y'all, when I went to see him. I was having a manic episode. This was in 2013. I was still having a hard time dealing with the suicide that I witnessed and stuff. And he tried to take total advantage of me in one of my most vulnerable moments. And I quit going to him. And then a few months later, he was in trouble. But you know what? I could have sued him and stuff, but I didn't, for sexual harassment. Yes, it takes me trustable. Yes, he tried to kiss me. He ain't but about 3 foot tall. Do I have a wrench? You should have a wrench like feather. Oh, crap. Let me see. No, you don't. Why don't you? Sorry about that. I always say when I take wrenches away. So if y'all see that, and y'all know I've not said anything about wrenches, and know it's an accident. Yeah, it was awful. But you know what's crazy about it? My papa used to go to the same doctor. And he always used to flirt with my granny. And so he treated my papa for his schizophrenia and stuff. But so he's got a history of this. He used to hit on my granny. He would even tell me, like, my hair was really long. It was down to my butt. And when I would go in there with straight hair, he would say stuff to me. Like, why'd you fix your hair straight? Because he liked my hair curly. Because my hair's naturally curly. I should have known something was up when he started saying stuff about my hair and stuff. I'll tell you what this man thought. He thought I was so emotionally unstable that I would allow him to touch me. He was going to take advantage of me. Oh, no, Will. No, you're fine. I don't want to take anybody's wrench. I do one day, y'all, I do need to pick like a handful of people that's always in here to have wrenches. Because, like, I've got out so many wrenches. There's probably 30 wrenches still out. And it's just too many. And some people don't come in, but every now and then. But I still don't want to hurt their feelings because people get pissed about wrenches. Some people do. But, wrenches can ruin your channel if you got someone with, that's a bad person. They can go in and delete your comments from your comment section and stuff. And block people even after the live stream's over. Thank you, Chrissy. Chrissy, I hope you recover fast, girl. I hope you're not in pain. Won't hurt your feelings. I know, Will, you're a good person. It wouldn't hurt mine either if someone took my wrench. They have before. People's took my wrenches before, and it's because I don't go into chats a lot. I have just about quit chatting. I'll listen sometimes when somebody's live and stuff, but, I've not been chatting. I'll chat and Will's chat a little bit. Kat, I don't trust 30 people, period. I don't blame you. Thank you, Cat. Oh, I love that name. Cat. So cute. Karen, you're always in here. I'll give you one. I've known you for a while. Mel takes mine all the time just to see me. She takes mine too, Morgan. She removes her a lot of, and that's probably the smart thing to do. I don't got time to be doing that, but to take everybody's wrench after each stream. But where I stream every day, it's just too hard. I'm not saying I don't trust the people that have wrenches. I do. But it's just like too many to have out, I guess. But I just don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Hey, I need to get back to watching Duty Ron, KDF. I'm glad you mentioned him. I love Duty Ron. Chats can get weird, yeah. Thank you, Faithful One. I appreciate that. I know, like Feather, I have to be riches out, then I give one out. Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to warn y'all. I am going to go through, since we're talking about it, I am going to go through my wrenches, just look, determine who all comes in on a pretty regular basis, let them keep their wrenches, and the rest are going to be gone. There is one person I will not take her wrench. Shirley, she goes by saying she don't come in a lot, but I trust Shirley with my life. I love her to death, so I won't take hers. I know she's got a busy life and stuff. She can't come in on time. Has anyone seen Save Robbie lately? Found him on another channel chat yesterday. I don't know if I've seen Save Robbie lately or not, Will. I've just been so caught up in all this true crime and my own life. I've just kind of not been watching, paying attention. Karen, you're not from over in Australia, are you? I thought you was American. Germain, what's the doctor's name, CC? I will go there and beat his ass. His name was Dr. Kenwell. He's this little short doctor, Germain. He does not practice anymore. They busted him for writing prescriptions. Let me tell you how stupid this doctor is. They served him with indictments at his office, right, for writing prescriptions to women. And what led police to investigate him is a woman reported him for sexually harassing her and stuff. But anyways, after they indicted him that day, that night, he wrote a prescription for one of his pill hoes, as I call it. Got in trouble for that, too. They found out. Because the woman took it to the pharmacy. This is in a small town, right? The pharmacy knew he had just got indicted that day. It was all over the damn news. So he got in trouble for that. I'm so grateful I don't have to worry about TP. Hey, I was wondering, I've not been out to the store in a few days. I was wondering if there's any TP in our stores and hand sanitizer and stuff, because someone tested positive for the coronavirus about 2 hours from here, about 2 hours away. I've got to go out and do some shopping, so I guess I'll find out. I'm not one of these people that gets all freaked out, about the coronavirus and stuff like that. I'm trying not to freak out about it. It's concerning, but, yeah, it's too close, Cat. Way too close. And my immune system is kind of weak. I don't even know if I want to get out in public. More people die from the flu, pneumonia every year. Yeah. They said the coronavirus would be, more likely to take out someone that's that's older and stuff. But the flu and stuff takes out young and old every year, and pneumonia. Boss girl's right. We declared in a state of emergency, so I can't even have visitors until further notice. Hey, Chrissy, do you got to? This is none of my business, and you don't have to answer me. But I was just wondering, do you got to stay in that? Is it a nursing home? Nursing home permanently, or can you go home? I'm just wondering. You don't have to answer. I'm on FEMA task force train for Corona last June. Did y'all see? Someone had a post, and it was a post about the Simpsons cartoon. And the Simpsons had talked about the coronavirus like years ago. So has the coronavirus been around all this time? Is this just a new strand? I guess I need to learn these things. Best thing to do is just keep your hands clean. Wash your hands. I don't like touching anything when I'm out in public. My granny, I tell you what she does. She keeps, Lord bless her heart, she's a germaphobe. She keeps Clorox wipes in her purse in a little baggie, and she uses them on her hands. And when she goes out to eat, she'll wipe the table off. It's a little embarrassing sometimes, but I get why she does it. Simpsons was a Japanese flu. The what's the key flu? Made up. Oh, okay. Well, someone had a post here on YouTube. It was in their community post, and it was like a little cartoon pictures of the Simpsons, and it had coronavirus. I was like, wow. I just thought it was weird that they were talking about the coronavirus way back then. They also had a cartoon, I think, once as Trump president. Wonder what's up with that. It's like they're psychics or something. The Simpsons are informed on a lot of stuff before it happens. Yeah. Gene, germaphobe freak. Are you a germaphobe too? So you can ask me anything. I'd rather people ask than get some comments like, yeah, I know you'd never be rude, but I was sick. Now I'm waiting for housing. Okay, Chrissy. No, I'll never be rude. And you know what? If anybody's questioning you, Chrissy, or saying mean stuff, it's none of their damn business. What goes on in your life? You know what? I don't know why people's got to be so rude on here for. Goodness. I try not to be rude to anybody unless they're rude to me. People think they know it all. They'll take one little thing, twist and turn it, and run with it, spread it everywhere, and it ain't even true. So see, the name coronavirus is the name of a class of viruses. They have been around since the 1980s. Oh, okay. See, that makes better sense. Thank you, Will. Yeah, man. You know how these people do on here. You say one little thing or get mixed up, and then they accuse you of lying or this or that. They are mean and ugly. They got no respect. One thing I can't stand is, hold on a second. One thing I can't stand is victim bashing, blaming the victim and stuff. I cannot stand that, and I do not tolerate it. You know, I even got a little mad at myself for what I said about Tommy Boswell Sr. the other day. You know, about, he should have been looking around his property and stuff. I shouldn't have said that. I apologize for it. I shouldn't have said that. He's a victim. As far as I know, he didn't have anything at all to do with Evelyn's disappearance and death. So I should have said that. I got to remember that's his granddaughter. He lost his granddaughter, Remember, there's murderers, pedos, serial sick people on the internet. Yeah, that's why people shouldn't post other people's information and stuff. Their real names, their last names and stuff, because you do not know who's watching. And crazy people will travel to different states to track someone down and kill them if they get obsessed with them. I mean, you just never know who's watching this. Sometimes when I look, see how many people's in my chat, I'll glance. And then, you only see a few chatting. Then you're thinking to yourself, I wonder who else is sitting there just watching me, not saying anything. Could it be someone that's psycho? Possible. There's a lot of people with that's very unstable on social media. Dangerous people. Kevin Bacon case is horrible near Detroit. Oh, I'll have to write that down. Cat, I work in a jail. I could tell you some horror stories. Oh my God, are you a CO girl? That's cool. My first husband's son, he worked at the federal prison, Red Onion Prison. And it really got to him. He told me some of them throw pee on him, throw feces in his face. Yeah, that's a bad prison, Red Onion Prison is. And it's just like right behind my granny's house. Well, I'm laughing at your comment. Correct, CC. I'm on social media. There are a lot of unstable people. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got my issues too, but I just mean unstable, dangerous people. I think we're all a little crazy. A little bit. All of us got a little craziness in us. Some people's craziness is psycho craziness, though. Oh, thank you, Mel Mel. Yeah, for you new people, I got a channel for my animals if you want to check it out. We're trying to get my rooster to 1,000. I'm going to start doing some live streams so far with Sunny and Annabelle. 3 women murdered in Knoxville. Oh my gosh. Hey, Verbal, how are you? Hey, we all got issues, Karen. Love you too, girl. There's just some people that's got a lot worse issues than us that's could be dangerous. So that's why you gotta watch what you say on here, and people shouldn't dox each other and stuff. People that's really seriously unstable and stuff, they'll track someone down. They'll get obsessed with their favorite creator, and maybe they feel like someone wronged their favorite creator. They might track them down. So that's why you shouldn't share people's last names and addresses. Tear talk is the bomb. Yeah. I wonder what this 3 women murdered in Knoxville is. Let me see. I'm going to see if I can find it. Did y'all know that they're going to, let me get back to Megan Boswell for a minute. I think they're sealing the court records for her case. I saw it this morning. 3 women. Okay. I'm trying to talk about that and Google something at the same time. I'm the Google queen, y'all. Okay. KPD held a press conference Monday afternoon where officials identified 3 women. The victim from Division Street has been identified as 29-year-old Julian White, while the victims from the residence have been identified as 55-year-old Mildred Blackwell, 57-year-old Barbara Rogers. So some guy killed a mother and daughter and their roommate. Oh, wow. So that happened Sunday. It's probably domestic violence. Pretty women, too. Oh, that's so sad. Hey, Chrissy, if you ever need anything, just holler at me, girl. If you need someone to talk to and stuff, I know that's gotta suck being in that place. I can't stand hospitals. I hope and pray that my son's medicine starts working. He had to go in this morning for an x-ray because he does not want to be admitted to the hospital, but we'll find out tomorrow. We go back at 12 tomorrow. We'll see if he's improved any. Ariana. Well, you're pretty late, Ariana, but that's okay. We just been sitting here chit-chatting about everything. A few different cases about Evelyn, of course, and we talked about Fotis Doulos' attorney a little bit, Norm Pattis, because Norm Pattis represents Alex Jones, that I can't even say it, conspiracy theorist, and he was just arrested for DUI. Then we talked about a plastic surgeon who was drugging and raping women. Oh, thank you, Jean. I love my morning chat too. I'm just more comfortable in the mornings. I got more time in the mornings to live stream, and I just love my morning chats. I love everybody. Everybody's just so nice and respectful. I got coffee in. I'm hoping there's some more information, y'all, comes out in Evelyn's case. I'm going to try to lurk on some Facebook groups today and just lurk around, see if I can find anything out that we don't know yet. If not, CC white sour purple. Oh, if y'all ain't respectful. Yeah. That's like my main thing. Like, I can't stand someone that's disrespectful. So that's like a rule on my channel. You have to be respectful. If not, you're going to kick rocks. No one needs to be disrespectful to someone else just because they give their opinion or something. Oh, a creepy surgeon, a dodgy lawyer, and killer parents all look forward to catching up. Oh, yeah, speaking of killer parents, there was another case. I'm pretty sure y'all's familiar with this. Let me pull it up real quick. It was about a little boy from New York. His dad was a police officer, and his dad and his dad's fiance killed him. His name is Thomas. He was 8 years old, and he allegedly died after long-term abuse at the hands of his father and his father's fiance. Let me see. Thomas Valvas. I think that's how you say his name. It's V-A-L-V-A. Valvas. Let me see if I can find his picture. I know I like to look at pictures when I'm discussing these cases. Y'all probably do too. Okay, here he is. Let me screen share. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to read this article, but if I'm not mistaken, they left him out in their garage. This is in the winter time, and he froze to death, I'm pretty sure. But we're going to read. Such a little cute. Oh, I just love little boys. They're just so cute. Sweet. The final days of 8-year-old Thomas Valva's life were not full of pain were not only full of pain, but also recorded on home security cameras. On the morning of January 17th, Thomas's father, Michael Vava, called 911 to report that his son had fallen while waiting for his bus outside their Long Island, New York home and was unconscious. The boy was rushed to Long Island Community Hospital, but he was pronounced dead upon arrival. Thomas's cause of death was homicide, with a major contributing factor of hypothermia. When he arrived at the hospital, his body temperature was only 76 degrees, indicating he may have been dead for hours. According to the Suffolk County prosecutors, Thomas, who had been diagnosed with autism, died not from the fall, but alleged long-term abuse at the hands of his father and his father's fiancée, Angelina Polina. The alleged abuse did not go unnoticed by others before the child's death. Despite more than 17 calls made to Child Protective Services before his death, Thomas and his brothers were never removed from their father's care, according to internal CPS records obtained by People magazine. Teachers at the elementary school where Thomas was a third grader placed numerous calls to state and county CPS hotlines to report the boy's lacerations, bruising, hunger, and urine-soaked clothes. One teacher even called to report that Thomas and his brother had been sleeping in his home's garage. However, CPS closed the case the following day. During their investigation, authorities discovered home security cameras used by Vava and Polina to monitor their children. These cameras also recorded the final days of Thomas's life. One camera found in the garage was labeled Kids Room, and 2 nights before Thomas's death, it recorded him and his older brother, Anthony, aged 10, shivering as they slept on the floor of the freezing garage. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh, this breaks my heart. On the day of his death, Thomas was allegedly falling over and face planting on the garage's concrete floor, prosecutors said in court. In an audio recording from that morning, his brother can be heard asking, "Why can't Thomas walk?" When you're washed with cold water and it's freezing, you got hypothermia. Paulina responds, and that is the fiance. Later, when asked why Thomas was falling, Michael Vava allegedly says, "Because he's cold. Boo fucking who." That's what that boy's father said. When the other kid was asking why Thomas is falling, Michael allegedly says, "Because he's cold. Boo effing who." Thomas would be dead hours later. Vava and Paulina are charged with second-degree murder. They have pleaded not guilty. If you suspect child abuse, call the Child Helpline National Child Abuse Hotline at 1-800-4-A-CHILD or 1-800-422-4453 or go to www.childhelp.org. All calls are toll-free and confidential. And the hotline is available 24/7 in more than 170 languages. I always just like to say that because you never know who's listening. They might need that number. The abuse has been going on for years. Hey, KDF, maybe we can talk about this in the morning if you feel like it. I've got to be getting off here. Hey, Love Hollis. Oh, Love Hollis says Harvey Weinstein got 23 years in prison. Oh, my goodness. They say he just had a stent put in last week into his heart. I probably got a bin in. I mean, if you want to come up, Katie. Yeah. I can give you a link. I probably got about like 10 or 15 more minutes before Lady starts aggravating the crap out of me. Angel, hey girl. Okay, let me put the link in. You know what I was thinking, Ariana? Now, all of a sudden, Harvey Weinstein is a weakling, like he's sickly. You know, he went sickly when he was raping all these women and doing God knows what to them. Bye, Denise. Have a good day. I think Hunter is shady. Oh, definitely. Hunter's more involved in that case than what he says. I'm keeping an eye out for you, KDF. I'm just reading the chat now. Love Hollis, I didn't know that Harvey Weinstein grew up in the projects. Like, I thought that his dad was a movie producer, but that's back in the day, like 60s and 50s, but I think that's a different Weinstein. I still believe Hunter and Megan tried to set Angela and William up. Oh, I believe they did too. But I do believe that Angela had to have known something about Evelyn's disappearance. She had to have been suspicious or something about it. She had to have known that Evelyn couldn't have been with Ethan when he's on active duty. That's common sense. Okay, KDF. Uh-oh, my beagle's getting up crying. I hear her in there. He gives me the willies, Hunter. Isn't there a creepiness about him? Yes, Karen, he is creepy. I thought it was weird how he kept saying Hunter T's Chicken Shack in that interview. He was trying to save his business because allegedly he'd been getting death threats and had to remove his business Facebook page. And he was trying to distance himself from Megan, trying to make the public think that they weren't in a serious relationship, that he had never seen baby Evelyn. Gosh, all of a sudden my nose is getting stopped up. I must be getting allergies. Bye, Will. Have a good day. Thank you so much for chatting. Y'all hear my dog? She's been in the recliner asleep this whole time, and Lady's over here laying, but oh, there's Katie Ann. Let me make sure. Oh, please don't be the Harry Butt Bandit.
It's me. I've got the camera flip. I don't want anyone. Can you only see me right now?
I just you got your finger over it. I can see that.
Oh, sorry. That I can flip. Can you only see me if I show you it's me?
What? No, I already know it's you. You can turn your camera off.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to. I haven't done this in a while. Let me see. I can't find my icon. It's been so long since I've done those.
Should have a camera
there
off.
It is.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. The Thomas Valvadil duty, Ron. He's covered extensively. He's been to the funeral, to the memorial, to a walk for Thomas, for justice for him. He's tight with Justina, the mom. And it's just a heartbreaking case. This abuse has been going on a minimum of 2 years. The mom kept going, Justina kept going to the authorities and saying, we got to get the kids out of the dad's home. He's not feeding them. They're being abused. I mean, it was extensive to the point that when they were eating, so at school, they would be digging through the trash cans at school to find stuff to eat.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's been going on for a long time. And the dad, he got fired now, but he was an NYPD officer, and this case was close to Ron because that's what Ron's retired NYPD. He doesn't know that guy, but he knew people around basically the dad. And they were all shocked that this was going on, that a police officer, that puts his life on the line for others would abuse their own children like this. And what was happening with the camera, they had a camera out there, and went on the wall when the police went, they saw it said kids room, and the camera was in the garage. So they were making these boys, and I think at one point, like 15-degree weather, stay out there without a blanket, without a pillow, anything at all, just sticking them out there. And Thomas is autistic, and I believe his brother is, but the brother isn't, uh, I don't know how you say it. He's not as much on the spectrum as Thomas, but they both are. So they were sticking him out there, and there were texts back and forth from it'd be their stepmom, but they're not married yet. It's a step fiance person.
Right.
And the dad, he would be at work, and he had something on his phone that he could watch the camera, and they were talking back and forth, making fun of, like, saying stuff awful, like, my son, the idiot, look at him falling down out there. Oh, too bad he doesn't have a blanket. I bet it's really cold. And he was actually, his knees were giving out on him on this camera, giving out. Hit his head, and he was bleeding from this stuff. And they were so callous, they were just laughing about it. Didn't care at all. It's like they were enjoying it. They were just texting constantly back and forth about it. It was awful. And
Yeah.
Justina kept going to the authorities and kept saying, they're being abused. My kids are coming home saying this. Can you please check on this situation? And I really think it's because of who the dad was. They thought there's no way NYPD guy could be doing this stuff, but he was. And the boy ended up, I think his temperature when they got there was like 72, somewhere between 76 and 72 degrees. That's how cold he was. It was horrific what happened to that boy and his brother. That brother made it and, was out of the situation. But that went on for years, this stuff.
That's how Joanne Cunningham done AJ Friend. She videoed him, ridiculed him.
Mhm.
She done him the same way as what you're describing. I'm glad I didn't
It's,
really follow this case because it sounds horrible, horrible.
oh, it's one of those cases that just even, in fact, a couple of weeks ago when Ron and I were on the phone and we were talking about it again, we both got upset and cried again. It's just horrible. I just, oh, it really, I think it even bothered me more so personally. I mean, of course, we're moms. As a mom, that disturbed me. It always upsets me when I hear about child abuse. But the fact that the guy was NYPD made it even worse because he should be protecting his family like he protects the community, supposedly. You know what I mean?
Is that
Now I question all that.
is that why the CPS didn't do anything about the abuse that was reported because he was a police officer?
That's what I think. I think seeing Justina works with, I'm trying to think if I can't remember what her position. She's connected. Somebody in the chat may remember. I don't know if she's worked, I can't remember in the past, for a prison or what. She has some kind of connection. She's some kind of agent, but I can't remember what it is. And when she came over from her country, which I think she's from not Russia, but the other one, Ukraine, I believe. And when she came over, she already had that kind of position. But the thing is, she is foreign coming over, and I think they just sort of blew her off. They're like, this isn't the dad's NYPD. There's no way. She's got to be making this up. So I don't think it was ever even checked on till the kid died. And the uh, teachers and stuff had been saying forever that this was going on, but they somehow there was a disconnect that they weren't checked into.
Wow. I can't believe
Yeah,
they didn't take the teacher's report serious.
I guess being, NYPD carried a lot of weight at the I just it blows my mind. So the kids would tell the mom about what was going on, Justina, and she would then report it, and they never did anything about it. Just she was constantly on it, and nothing happened until he died.
Oh my
It's
goodness. That
awful.
it is. That is so heartbreaking. I'm glad I didn't follow this case closely because I can't take it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do any more kids' cases or not.
I
And
know those are
I
the worst.
probably will, but I need to take a little break, I think. Oh, my dog's over here licking her dog bowl. I'm sorry.
I'm good unless you got some questions, or I can't see the chat, so I don't know what anyone's acting. 'Cause I'm on my phone. I can't see anything when I'm on stream yards,
Well,
but
before you go, let me ask you this one question.
sure.
Why did the father have custody instead of the mother? Do you know? Did I lose her? Katie. Uh-oh, I think I lost her. Is she muted? KDF, can you hear me? Oh, I think I lost her or she's muted. Oh, crap. I'm sorry, y'all hear my dog over here licking. She went and stole my other dog's food bowl and carried it in here. I'm sorry. Well, I think I lost Katie F. Oh, crap. Well, thank you for coming up, Katie. If you can hear me, maybe you can. Gosh, Skylar, that is so annoying. Maybe you can come back up tomorrow and we can talk about this more. I'm not sure why he had custody. Yeah. Well, like my son stays with my mom, and I haven't told y'all that situation, but anyhow, I'm sure there was a reason. That's a sad case, a sad case. Well, guys, I'm going to get off here and go feed my dogs and stuff. They were asleep when I started live streaming, so they haven't ate yet, and got a few more things to do. Yeah, I think you lost connection, Katie. It's all right. That's all right. Maybe you can come back tomorrow and we will finish talking about this. It's an interesting case. It's sad. Very, very sad. Oh, I'd love for Duty Ron to come on, Emily. I wish he would. I love Duty Ron. He seems like he is a really, really good man. I'm good at reading people. I can tell when people's good people. Anyways, y'all have a great day. Thank you so much for chatting, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.